Welcome to the 10th annual STEM Day at the Capitol. While this year looks a little different, we're excited to celebrate the amazing opportunities STEM creates for our students and for our state. Over the last decade, Iowa has become a national leader in STEM education and work-based learning. And this year, of course, we're building on that success. We know that many kids think of education differently when it involves real-life experiences. STEM, work-based learning, and registered apprenticeship programs help them see why education matters and how it can be key in helping them choose and prepare for a career that fits them best. That's why it is so important for all students to have these opportunities. So by 2024, it's my goal that all high school students will participate in at least one work-based learning experience. We also know through STEM Best, business engaging students and teachers, that early connections make a difference. By unveiling career paths right in their hometowns, we're sparking interest in elementary and middle school students too. So I'm proposing an additional $700,000 in state appropriations to fuel the momentum we started with Iowa's STEM Best program. It's a strong message to our next generation that rewarding, cutting-edge careers can be found right here in Iowa. So whether you're a student, a parent, or an employer, you can be assured that my administration is committed to bringing our education system to the job market and bringing Iowa's job market and opportunities to our education system. I want to thank all of the STEM business partners and our Iowa educators and our members of the Governor's STEM Advisory Council for your ingenuity, collaboration, and innovation throughout the challenges of 2020. Together, you quickly adapted programs and events to engaging online activities, from sold-out professional development workshops to reinventing STEM Day at the fair as a virtual experience for participants across Iowa. And the very best part of it all is how our students have applied the concepts they've learned to meet the changing needs of their communities throughout the pandemic. Like how Lewis Central Middle School in Council Bluffs, they used their STEM Best Award to purchase a milling machine. And the school's Titan Plastics Club worked with local businesses to melt recycled plastic and put their new machine to work making face shields. Now that's innovation. It's all about connecting students with opportunity, educators with their communities, and employers with a future-ready workforce. I look forward to the promise of 2021. There's hope on the horizon, and it all begins with STEM. Thank you.
This project came about simply, we were chatting about how can we come up with something fantastic for the ball, and the gals thought Spark Tank would be a great idea, how to incorporate community with the Guild and the Ottumwa Symphony. And so we made a meeting and we met with Jonathan and Blaine, and it was just snowballed from there.
One of the first things that our student associates do with a new client is they have a project scope meeting. And in that meeting they are able to assess what the client's needs and expectations are. So this project really allowed our student associates to complete an authentic project, really making the connection between, a real need in the real world.
So with this palm tree project, the students learned a lot of different skills. They learned they had to work within a certain time frame, so they didn't have a whole lot of room for error. They had to make sure they got the job done right the first time. Make a mistake, they had to fix it and get it done a little bit quicker. So they learned to work within that time constraint, and doing that the way they did, working with each other, they learned a little bit more teamwork than they typically would. And when they go out into the environment, manufacturing, it's all teamwork, so they're going to have to be good about working with other people, and those skills they learned with this project are going to help out a lot when they go out to the real world.
They brought that to us and we did all the labor work, all the building, welding, kind of crafting it all and cutting it apart and bending it. It was really different because we had a certain timeline we had to get it done, so you couldn't rush it, but you also had to make it perfect. You wanted it as perfect as possible, exactly how they wanted it. We accomplished it about a week ahead.
Our clients will submit client reviews, and so they'll kind of tell us how the associates did and all aspects of the project, including the finished product itself. And in this particular project, they just, had nothing but great things to say. Said that the associates totally knocked it out of the park and went above and beyond what their expectations were.
I think it's huge. It let people in the community know what we can do and that we're here to help the community in ways too. So I'm hoping that in the future we can get a whole lot more community projects like this to help the community back us and then us back the community.
This will help out a lot, as in showing me what it'll be like on a real job, having a timeline set and having to do it just for like a company.
It definitely gave me like a whole new idea of like what Spark Tank is all about. You really got to put in work and it pays off in the end.